Well, what's going on with my completely dead Africa Twin? Well, let me tell you. Doesn't everything taste good in a helmet head mug? No cheap plug there. Tell people that there is a shop. Go down in the description, click on that, go over there and buy your own helmet head mug. Now, the Africa Twin, in case you missed it, I am selling it. This beautiful beast is up for sale. The moment I decided I was going to sell it, I was like, I'm going to prep it for sale. I walk over to the bike, I turn the key and it's just dead. I'm like, sure, it's just a battery issue. Do you know what? The battery's probably never been changed in this Africa Twin because they just don't break. Well, I changed the battery in again. We are dead. Since then, I've tried to put it into a garage, but when I did go down on the one day off that I had, they were closed. I have no idea why. And then I was like, damn it. What am I going to do? Well, before I explain my next stage of sorting out this Africa Twin and hopefully selling it, I want to just talk to you about an upcoming adventure. Because on the 29th of August, I will be at John O'Groats at the beautiful signal that points to all the directions, dressed as a turtle. And I'll be riding a BMW C1 125 scooter all the way from there, not using motorways, some of the west sort of 500 because it's the best bit, and all the way down to Land's End to raise money for an awesome charity, and that's the Rainbow Trust Children's Charity. And I've put it open. I've said anybody that wants to join me on a helmet head adventure and be part of this to raise as much money as possible are more than welcome to come along. And it's open for anyone that wants to join in on this adventure. Because do you know what? I get loads of people send me messages going, I'd love to come on one of your bucket list adventures. I like to go out for a ride with you and I like all this stuff. And I'm going, do you know what? Every year there is multiple opportunities for this to happen, and this is the one this year. It doesn't matter what bike you ride whatsoever at all. Obviously you might struggle on a 50cc, I'm not going to lie, but it doesn't matter what bike you ride whatsoever at all. You can buy your own BMW C1, you can buy a bonkers bike to bring, or you can just bring your own. The only thing that I'm asking is that we all dress as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. For example, there is already going to be 4 of us dressed as turtles as part of the team that's going to be going there. So there's going to be 2 BMW C1s and 2 guys driving a backup van. But it gets better. Since my original announcement, I've had lots of other people wanting to get involved. So there's going to be quite a few turtles riding this adventure. Could you imagine if you were a kid in a car, backseat, stare out the window, and you see a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle go by one after the other? You'd be like, oh, what's going on? It's going to be absolutely a bonkers laugh and such a giggle. And we raise money for that awesome charity. Now, as always, things are 11 out of 10 on this channel. So my BMW C1 scooter, well, I did a couple of things probably wrong. I've kind of said in the last video that it's BMW's mobility scooter, and it turns out the C1, well, it has quite a cult following, and let's just say the owners club for the BMW C1 have disowned me, hate me, and think I'm one of the most nastiest people in the world because I've said their bike looks like a mobility scooter. I mean, I'm clearly very wrong indeed. It looks nothing like a mobility scooter that I'd quite happily give my mum or my dad to ride around on. Absolutely not in any way whatsoever. Now, the other thing that I kind of did wrong was when I bought it, I took it on in the idea that I was going to fix up myself. And it became quite quick and apparent that I don't really have a clue what I was doing. And I haven't got the time. So I wanted to learn as I went. But the problem is, I didn't have the time, so I didn't get a lot done. But what I managed to do was get a man extremely drunk and talk him into, well, taking on the whole project for me. And he has done that in true style. So we had some footage about the bike being stripped down in bits. Since then, well, I've had nothing. Well, that's kind of a lie. I've seen a couple of pictures on a little group we created on WhatsApp with the 4 people. So obviously me and the van drivers and the person who's fixing the bike, who's sort of organising things now. And so I've seen a couple of pictures of it just in absolute bits. But that's all I've seen. I've got no other footage. I've requested footage, but I've got no other footage. So I generally don't know what's going on with my BMW C1 at all. And right now, well, we haven't got long until the adventure, so I really hope within the next week or so I'll be sent some of this footage and I'll update you, because yeah, we haven't got long, and my vision of the scooter and what's going to happen, well, it could be quite different. So just to summarise, if you want to come along on this adventure on the 29th of August, you've got me, it's at 9 AM at John O'Groats. You need to be dressed as a turtle, buy the outfit off of eBay, buy a helmet cover and ride along with us. All we're doing, massive group effort, is raising as much money for the Rainbow Trust Children's Charity, a charity that goes out of their way to help look after families with seriously ill kids, and they do an amazing job. And do you know what? I've supported them before, and by far they're the charity that have just been really kind, and also they're there for the right reasons, if you get what I'm trying to say, because there's a lot of big ones out there. This is a small charity that need our support. That's the message I'm trying to convey. Now, there is the t-shirt that you can buy, and all the profit will go to the actual charity itself. You can pick one of these up. It's a good way to support. But there is a Just Giving link where if you could put a few quid across, I'd really appreciate it, because that, I think it's about 270 quid so far, and we've made one video, and it's made me really proud, because every time I see a donation going there, I go, do you know what? All this craziness, this running around, these messages, this organisation is all really worth it. And obviously we know we're going to really help out the charity themselves. We've got an awesome start plan when we get there, banner the lot, big photo as we all set off. So it'd be great to get as many people involved as possible. Right, let's go back to the Africa Twin. Okay, now, using my expert skills, I've just decided, well, of course, I'll just fix it, you know, I'll just stick a bit of dibby. Now, I've already tried all that, I'll be honest. I have managed, well, kind of to do it again. I've managed to talk somebody who is known for taking absolute bags of poo and fixing them up and making them, well, polished turds and better. And so far, they've only broken down joining me on a major adventure, and it cost them thousands of pounds to get their bike back. They've only rebuilt an engine a couple of times, but they're there. They're amazing bikers there, and you're probably starting to guess who I'm talking about, because, of course, back in history, there was one man that used to take on nearly all of my challenges. Well, he's back. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's only Darren, known as the Psychic Solo. Now, loads of people, before we talk about the bike, always turn around and say, where have you gone? And I have to explain it like you're still alive. But, I mean, you've become pretty famous now.
Well, I wouldn't say that so much, but yeah, I'm still alive. Just been busy, and unfortunately, all this stuff you keep organising to do, you seem to do it when I've got things planned, which has been a bit annoying, but it's the way it's worked this year. But yeah, both busy, and it's just been difficult getting our diaries to line up, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I mean, the reality is he's become that famous, he goes, I don't want to be on your channel anymore.
No, it's not the case.
It's not. It generally is. Every time I do something, he goes, yeah, I want to come on that, and then he can't. But the thing of it is, we do have a little bit of a plan for the future, hopefully. Now, the Africa Twin, you're going to take this away, because you are pretty much known now to take pieces of poo, polish them into a shiny poo, and then make them work really, really well.
Well, I don't know about working really, really well, but you get them to do something. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not like your BMW hasn't got an oil leak still, is it, after two engine swaps?
Don't mention that.
Anyway, right, so let's talk about the Africa Twin. So I reckon, right, it's either the ignition switch or the kill switch. The only reason why I'm saying it is because we know we've got power coming up to the fuse. Yep. I've changed that. I've messed around with it to that point. I mean, it could be something to do with the earth on the battery, but I don't know. What is your thoughts?
At the minute, I am leaning towards the ignition switch, but from when I was round here and we had a quick poke about at it, I think really now it's tank's got to come off, seats off. We've got to go into it a bit more in depth and just try testing things a bit further. So it's now, like I said, a question of stripping it down a bit, going through, doing some more tests, getting the multimeter out, seeing where we've got power to, and going down that route. But it doesn't. The problem is it needs to come apart a bit to do it also.
Stuff I don't know what I'm doing then, basically. So you're going to take this away.
Yep.
You're going to fault find it on your channel.
Yes.
So we're going to put a link to that in the description so people can actually see where they can see this bike hopefully being fixed. Then you're going to sell it for me as well, and then you're going to find me the perfect bike, and you're going to buy it, and you're going to bring it back.
No, I'll do the first bit. We'll fix it. I think that's going to be about it. I'll help you look for another bike once you've sold this.
Well, I was going to say, we're not going to say what you've just got, but if you pop over to the Psychic Solo channel, what you will find, hopefully very soon when you can film it, it might be a hint at something we're thinking of doing, hopefully a bit together, and then you'll sort of get an idea of what bike I'm going to buy next.
So I am a little bit behind on my videos. I am editing one at the minute, which will be out soon, but then I'll be on to this, and then it might even be before I do the video on this, there is a something else coming that's in the garage at home.
There is.
So,
it's going to be cool. I think it's going to be proper cool, especially if I do some of the things that I'm hoping that we're going to do back together. And as a little bit of a hint, if anyone's ever gone back in history, the Vespa and the Monkey, before it became Ashworth, and some of the stuff that we did, we could potentially be doing something like that again very, very soon. Yeah. Potentially. But what we're going to do, we're going to pop this onto Darren's trailer, and we're going to say goodbye to it, and hopefully we're going to get it back fixed within a week or so, depending on how busy Darren is, and actually get it sold. So you'll know and you'll see what the fault was, and you'll know this bike's perfect, because Darren's going to do everything to this bike and make it a million, 100 zillion %, 11 out of 10.
We'll get it going. Somebody needs to give it a good clean.
Well, that's what you can do. So you'll fix it, sell it, and then we can find a new bike. All within a week, please. So when I get back, because I'm actually going to be going away, when I get back, it'll be done, and then we can move on. The channel can move on, and the Africa Twin's gone.
Been a good bike though.
Yeah, to be fair, I am going to miss it. It's one of those bikes that when you sell it, you know you're going to instantly regret it. But it's time. It's time for a change. Anyway, let's load up the bike. Let's give it a snuggle. Let's send it under its way. But there's no kissing from his point of view with me because I'm away for a week. Anyway, let's do it.
Every day is a struggle. Every day is a trial. Every day is a failure. I have to walk another mile. I'll go wherever you go. Every day is a heartbeat. Every day another moan. Every day is a gallows. I can feel it in the bone. I'm alone. Take me home. As you make the bed, so you must lie. Every day is a rabbit trap and a walk of the lamb. Do you think you can sue me for that? As a judge of the land,